everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 3 of the Las Vegas Open, our third of 5 rounds. This round, I'm joined by my good friend,
James Ritter. Hey, guys.
That's right. We have Joe Churchman versus Ryan Farmer. Want to do a quick shout out here for my boy Ryan Farmer. Yes, you know him from the Fly Better podcast, but also, did you know that he's a board game designer, James?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's coming out with a Kickstarter for his board game in February. Kickstarter opens in February, and I was lucky enough to be asked to write the music to go along with it. So if you want to check out either the board game or you want to just click on the music link to see what musical things your boy Dion is capable of, you can type !encounters, and that'll take you to the website for his new board game company. Should be fun, and I'm excited to hopefully continue to work on more music for his projects. I just like really writing. I like having purposes to write music.
Oh yeah.
If you need music written, by the way, hit your boy up.
Just be like, I really like music. Can you write me one?
Sure, I can do that.
I just want some vibe music.
Just want some vibe music? Yeah, I got you. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to start breaking down these lists. But, of course, everybody at home, it is time for you to do the most important thing, and that is for you to choose your champion.
All right, your bet 1-all champion on the left. We have Joe Churchman flying an interesting Scum and Villainy list today. Has Dirge, one of the new pilots for the... Oh, man, I am terrible with this.
It's the Rogue class starship.
Fighter. Has proton cannons, false transponder codes, engine upgrade. Wow, I love that engine upgrade. Very cool. And is able to prevent some damage with that ability to change a result coming in from a hit to a crit to cancel a hit. Pretty neat. We'll see if we see it happen here with us today. We also have Bosk in the YV666 freighter with Notorious the Child and Gamut Key, Greedo Gunner, and Contraband Cybernetics. Very interested to see how that one will go out when he is paired up against some of these Rebel fighters. Also in this list, we have Manaru in the Jumpmaster with a Jamming Beam, Gar Saxon Gunner, Contraband Cybernetics, and Electronic Baffle, Punishing One Title, and R5P8 Astromech. Man, that Gar Saxon Gunner is so cool, especially against ships that like to stress themselves. So cool to spend red tokens on enemy ships to add an additional attack die up to a maximum of 4. And to round out the list, of course, you got to bring him. It's Kanan Jarrus with the Maul crew in the Hawk 290 light freighter, able to reduce the incoming attack dice onto one of his friendlies or himself. And what kind of incoming attack dice would be attacking this scum list? It's going to be Ryan Farmer with the Rebel Alliance, coming in with a pretty spicy list here. 2 X-Wing, 2 A-Wing, and a Rebel captured TIE Fighter. We have Luke Skywalker in the customizable version here with Extreme Maneuvers, Elusive, Proton Torpedoes, Chopper Astromech, Munitions Failsafe, and of course S-Foils there. Going to be pretty interesting to see if any of those extreme maneuvers get pulled off, or if Luke is out there just to throw some proton torpedoes.
Why not both?
Why not both? Indeed. Paired up with him is Jack Porkins. This is Battle of Yavin Jack Porkins. As you can see, donated by that Unstable Sublight Engines upgrade, the R5D8 Astromech, and Advanced Proton Torpedoes. Jack able to prevent a stress from going down by taking a chance on rolling some damage. And if you get damaged enough, maybe say destroyed, you will actually perform a 1 straight maneuver with those unstable sublight engines and then blow up and deal a damage to everyone at range 1 of you. Wow. It's like a bomb. So very cool.
So we see Kanan just being used there on the Kyo Venzi 2-dice attack, going into Manaru, and no hits there.
Only one pew there. All right, these 2 A-Wings that Ryan's brought is going to be Tycho Kelchu or Selchu?
Kelchu is how I've always pronounced it.
It has crack shot, heavy laser cannon, concussion missiles, and a really silly upgrade right now, Composure. Usually
it's your favorite. It's your favorite one.
Usually not a great upgrade, but with Tycho's ability to kind of manipulate how it works, is able to get some extra focuses in there if done in the right order. Very interesting, but kind of silly when you put it on the table, especially when it's across from you, and you're just like, why are you getting free tokens for doing silly things? And that second A-Wing there is going to be Kyo Venzi, one of the new A-Wings coming out in the Hot Shots and Aces 2-pack. This pilot is from the Squadron's Starfighter game. Really fun game. And Kyo really likes to side slip.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Because Kyo is force sensitive, but it doesn't quite have a good control of it. So you actually have to do a side slip to recover your force once it is spent. And Kyo here has crack shot and concussion missiles. Hopefully we'll be able to line up that crack shot, or if not, just throw a concussion missile somewhere. And has a force to start off with. And the last ship here we have in this list is that Rebel captured TIE Fighter in Ezra Bridger. Awesome ship there. Has a K2SO crew to give out some free calculates. Little sneak preview.
There's some shenanigans coming, guys.
Yeah, there's some shenanigans coming. Because with that calculate, you also have to give that ship a stress. Well, Jack Porkins likes to get stress because he can, on a chance, get rid of it. Well, for sure get rid of it and maybe take a damage from his ability. So if Jack Porkins is on one hull and Ezra is around, could give the K2SO stress calculate in the system phase, and if Jack ends up taking the damage from the die roll, he will actually do that unstable sublight engines and blow up and deal a dead man switch-like ability to everyone around him.
I'll do it, I swear.
I'll do it. Yeah, so if Jack could trade up, or maybe he just needs to make some room somewhere, could actually destroy himself to deal some damage to some enemies.
So yeah, in Ryan's list, you got 3 out of these 5 pilots are from the last 2 releases.
No way. Yeah, Jack Porkins from the
Jack,
Battle of
Kyo, and Tycho.
Yeah. Wow. Ezra still making a splash everywhere with that crew and force, and Luke Skywalker, a staple of the Rebel Alliance. Usually bring in some form of proton torpedo and other things. So yeah, looks like we're going here into round 2. And the objective we're playing today is Scramble the transmissions. So this is the claim the objective. So going out there and...
This one's mine. No, it's mine.
Oh, whose?
It's mine.
Oh, yours. Okay. Yeah. so after you perform your maneuver and you're at your perform action step, you can spend your action to claim an objective at range 0 to 1 and place your player control on it. So if Ryan were to move up with Ezra and take that bottom objective, he would place a little token out there to indicate that he has taken that objective. Additionally, if Dirge were to come up and land there, it looks like Ryan just claimed it there. I can tell the future, Dion.
Yep.
Dirge can come up and claim it back for himself. So we'll see if he does that or chooses to use that proton cannon to deal some big damage into this Rebel TIE Fighter. All right. right. Looks like we see Manaroo moving up. What gas cloud? I'm going to change that claim over to red.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Keo, nice try, buddy. So pretty interesting there because the road actually determined that control. If that had gone the other way and Joe had been moving first, do you know he may not have spent his action to claim it, knowing that Keo is right there behind him to claim it again from him.
And that's part of the challenge with Scramble is if you know you're moving first, you can make the decision not to claim because you know the person after you probably will claim your opposing, your opponent.
You're going to have an advantage with that perform action that you spent on maybe a modifier,
right?
Or some.
But then there's the 4D chess, James.
Yeah.
When they just choose not to do it anyway and punch you even harder in the face.
Yeah.
You know, because it turns out you still get more points for killing ships than objectives if you can do it quickly. I don't
know about that, Dion.
If you can
Scramble is one of those objectives that kind of breaks all those rules.
It can run away from you pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
That's why they went from five objectives to 3.
Yeah, this is the only objective right now that has 3 objectives, or 3 tokens out there. Pretty interesting, but yeah, because of the fact that like you can claim it and fly away, and if your opponent doesn't go back to it to claim it for themselves, that just gets you a point every round.
Yep.
Every round.
And then on top of that,
check your interest.
It's a very fast moving clock, right? Once all 3 of them have been claimed, they're just it goes 3 points a turn are going somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's guaranteed.
Yeah, and with the changes to it used to be that it wasn't always guaranteed if you were to take it from your opponent.
Yeah.
But they've changed it to where if you're claiming it for yourself. There's no chance that you won't get it. Which was my big issue with it originally, because it was such a mess. They're having a good time over there.
Yeah. Somebody in the Armada pool was just like, hey, can all the Armada players hear me? They all said yes, and he threw down a card.
Yeah.
Somebody must have activated his trap card or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There are a couple cards like that where it's like the resistance, it's the resistance card.
What?
Where they come out of hyperspace, isn't it? It's called It's the Resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that, where it's like hyperspace Dan did something really cool.
But that just is that what just happened over there?
I think so, something like that. I don't know what he did.
Is it required to?
No, you don't have to yell it. But
I think you should now.
Well, I mean, you have to.
I'm adding it to my rule book.
It's a mandatory to yell. It's the Resistance. And that was actually made by Ryan Farmer, I think. That was one of the big proponents of the. It's the Resistance.
He used it. I don't know if he was the progenitor of it, though. I think.
But he loves doing it.
He does. It's true.
He is a Resistance player at heart, even if he is playing the Rebels here. We all know Ryan loves his T-70s.
Never forget.
And Finn. Oh my goodness.
Yes, Kalen Wong. Yes. I was like, no, it wasn't Ryan. Yep, out of Canada.
Oh, okay.
At Worlds.
At Worlds.
At Worlds, yeah.
Okay, it looks like we may see some shots coming in here. Oh, we may have gotten a judge call here. What's the range on that shot, maybe? Or does he have arc? Is it the arc check? Okay.
Checking to see if Luke has arc on Manaroo? Question mark?
Well, we'll see if in the box, you silly goose, Ryan. Come on.
Wrecked. Single hit. Spends a lock. This is going into Manaroo. And hit crit.
Hit crit. Oh,
and safe. Well, even if it was 3, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Well, why was it 3? Shouldn't it have been 4 with that proton torpedo?
Looks like he didn't fire a proton torpedo. He just did the.
He did. It was Kanan.
Oh, wrecked.
I assume it was Kanan reducing that down, but
I don't know. The Kanan force didn't get flipped. They're just chilling there.
I guess not.
I think it was just a primary.
Okay.
Because Manaru's behind that obstacle and all that. I don't think it was torp time.
No torp time.
No torp time.
All right. What is this shot here?
I see. Is there 5 dice in his hand?
Oh, 4. I think that's probably coming from Manaru. Oh, 3 evades back at him.
Easy. Wounded pilot. It's a crit.
Oh,
what is happening?
It's a proton cannon.
Proton cannon. That's a name we have not said in a long time.
Ezra Bridger takes a wounded pilot.
Wounded pilot.
Wow. Yeah, proton cannon is super cool. I do love that card, but it is pretty rare, and it's pretty hard to pull off sometimes, just like heavy laser cannon.
Because it has to be in the bullseye, right?
It has to be bullseye, and then, oh my goodness, what is this?
Double crits. Coming in here. This is Jack Porkins.
Wow.
And both of those land.
Yeah.
2 shields on Manaru.
Wow. All right, here we see Bosk checking his arc. You have arc.
I got arc on everything.
that YB66 has a huge 180 full arc in the front. So
it's going at Tycho. I saw the double tap on Tycho.
Oh boy. Could miss here though. With that 3 agility, gets
2 hits and a focus.
Has a focus.
And spends Greedo for a crit.
Spins focus. No damage.
Easy dodge. Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, because that could have been the end of the end of poor Tycho real quick. Bosk has that ability to just double up a damage by spending a crit to add 2 hits.
All right, here's Ezra.
Okay, well.
Spends the 4s. Why not? It's free.
1 pew. Okay.
Safe.
All right.
And I think that's
Keo. What are you talking? Get out of here.
I didn't finish my sentence, and I think that's Keo. All right. I clearly wasn't going to say anything else. Single crit.
1 crit. Gets the evade.
Some good green dice this opening round here.
Stop dodging everything. I want to see some damage.
Kill each other.
Okay, here we see Manaru with that not able to use Gar-Saxon Gunner, but has R5P8 to reroll for a hit, crit.
All right, can he dodge them all again?
Almost.
Takes 1.
Takes 1. I think honestly, after the attack from Bosk,
you take it. You're like, yeah, that's fair.
Fair. Pretty happy with that.
I think, James, did you say that the list link is now working?
It should be working.
Let us know.
Let us know. We were having some issues with it earlier where it didn't save correctly, but it should be good.
We're all on that learning curve.
Yeah. All right, at the end of the round, we do see some scores go down. We see 1 for the Rebels and 2 for the Scum.
Yeah, that coming from the Scramble the Transmission scenario. You see that the top left and the center are currently controlled by Joe there, and the bottom one closest to our camera is claimed by Ryan. Say it again. Health check. I miscalculated. Said Robetter is looking really good. Really nice user experience. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. Brian Gambrel is working quite hard on it, and every day it's a little better. And I will tell you, if you're a TO and you're using it, it's very receptive, open to many ideas. which is great.
All right, we did end up getting that proton torpedo spent from Luke. Kanan's force are on the bottom left.
No. Neat. Who runs this thing?
Who does this?
Who does this? Who runs pattern analyzer?
New stat, 2 dis.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
Think about all the time you wasted doing this by hand, James.
I know. Real happy about it.
Who made that thing? I want to shout them out. Somebody tell me. Eek pair?
Kanan is in 71% of lists. That can't be right. Oh, 71% of scum list. Okay.
Got it. Eek pair made it. Well, good job, Eek pair. It looks really cool.
It does look awesome.
We'll share it on screen.
Yeah.
He's a German wholesome guy.
I thought you said that on your own volition.
He's a wholesome German guy.
I was like, okay. Just factions.
I mean, we had the numbers already.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate timing.
Look at the timing. Oh, man. Oh.
He said stats. Who wants stats?
Stats. Love it.
And squad size as well. Oh, my goodness.
It's pretty schwanky.
Too good. Too good. Yeah, so we did his charges for Kanan are on the bottom left. We can't see them. You can't quite see them on the stream.
Can you go back to that one more time? Does it have the player's name on it? Or just the list?
I think it's just...
It does have the player's list in it. Naming it.
Yeah.
You know how... It pulls them up in Yasby. That's it. I just like that it pulls it up in Yasby.
Yeah.
And they all say view in Yasby. Beautiful. All right.
I think they've actually been converted to Yasby for all the ones that were in.
Yeah, seems like that. Pretty cool.
I love it.
All right, here we go. The Hawk. Caw-caw! Kanan. Zoom in, trying to fit here underneath the YV666.
Looks like we almost saw a bump there from Manru. Almost ran into the Bosk, but narrowly avoided it. We see a focus rotate from Kanan to keep that arc on target. We mentioned it earlier in one of our previous games. Kanan can lose a little bit of maneuverability once he starts doing those actions. Once he starts doing those,
the one that stress him out,
linked actions.
Yep.
But it is vitally important to keep that arc on target.
You can see Jack is still measuring range. Going to go ahead and put it on Kanan. Kanan is a problem.
Yeah, but if you start shooting Kanan, then he just gets his force back. It's a nightmare. But if you can focus all of your attacks onto Kanan, or do one big punch into Kanan, you can push through. All right, I think Bosk is up next. What is Bosk going to do? Stop.
This is my land.
Yeah, stop is cool.
So that allows him to avoid the bump, right? So no penalties for that, and he's going to cause some overlapping here on Ryan's side.
Luke almost made it through with that 3 bank, but does get stopped there.
Somebody pointing out, actually, a good point. Jack Porkins, one thing he could do if he gets into range 1 is fire off that advanced proton torpedo.
Don't even get me started on that advanced proton torpedo. It's so great.
He can hold it.
He can hold it. I actually, in one of my Sector Series games this week, had a, or it might have been last week, that had... I was flying 2 of the boys, the Garvin and Jack, and was able to get both of my advanced proton torpedoes off on my opponent's Sicko, and melted Sicko in 2 shots.
Dead.
So those advanced proton torpedoes can be deadly.
I mean, and against Kanan, who's going to use the force on it, it's still it's a 4 dice attack.
It turns to a proton torpedo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you really do need some dice advantage to break through Kanan's barrier. I believe Kanan is on 1 force currently. So we'll have to see how he chooses to use that 1 force, or if this might be a turn to start piling in to Bosk with Bosk with no offensive modifier out there besides the child.
And Tycho up there, even though it bumped, might have a heavy laser cannon onto Kanan.
I think it's too close. That might be range 1. Oh, onto Kanan. Oh my
Onto
goodness.
Kanan. Through Bosk.
Through Bosk. Oh yeah. All right, looks at the bottom of the board. We've been too distracted with all this shenanigans at the top of the board. But at the bottom here, we see the Dirge comes up and claims the bottom objective to ensure that the Scum has the superiority in objectives for this round as well.
Yeah, I mean, so good thing Ryan did end up claiming the center with Keo, because you don't want to have a turn of 3-0 objectives. 2-1 at most, right?
You're still hemorrhaging at 2-1, but you're not bleeding at 3-0.
And here's hit crit. This is Luke Natties.
It looks like that was at Kanan. Kanan is out of force right now, does have a focus. Tycho is up next with a heavy laser cannon. Let's go. Yeah. Is that you locking the...
Yeah, that's right. Heavy laser cannon deploy.
Ooh.
All right, 2 hits, a focus, and a blank. Does he have a lockout there? Does not.
No, it doesn't want to spin the focus.
He's going to be able to get 2.
2 damage.
2 shields.
Man,
that's big.
That is huge. The last thing that you want to do, against Kanan is deal 1 damage.
We did see Maul get triggered there.
Exactly.
For the force getting back.
So now now Kanan has another force that he can use on this attack from Jack. Why is Ezra wounded pilot? What a great card for him.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah, Ezra likes to be stressed because that turns his 1 force into 2 force.
Yeah, but look at me. It's buy 1 get 1 free.
It's a BOGO. When Ezra is stressed, can spend 1 force to change 2 results. All right, looks like we have a judge call, maybe an arc check, maybe, arc check to see if it is obstructed from Jack to Kanan.
Now, Jay calmly in the chat asking why not spend the focus on Kanan. I did notice that as well. Kanan had a focus token and didn't spend it on defense.
Huh.
Right here.
What did he roll?
He had blank focus. So, I mean, the choice there may have been for offense.
He's trying to save it for a 2 result.
Could be. Well, that's dangerous though.
Yeah. That is the most unlikely result. Because like you think blanks would be more common, or blanks would be more uncommon.
Yeah.
But they're actually focus results are only on 2 sides of this D8, whereas.
Oh, good point. People are saying crack shot on Tycho. Isn't crack shot primary only?
Primary only.
So that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked either. Get out of here.
Yeah. Crack shot is primary weapon only. But still, really cool to use. Does crack shot work on reinforced ships to crack the reinforce? I'm not quite sure. I can't remember.
Only 42 participants. There's 42 participants today on day 1. We got about another 40-something tomorrow. They'll be close to 100. Close to 100 for tomorrow total in Swiss.
And then we also have a last chance qualifier.
Yeah, unofficial. Unofficial.
Last chance qualifier for this event.
Yeah.
On Sunday. I'm not sure what the stipulations are there.
The last man standing gets a world invite.
Oh.
Yeah, but the way that's done is by. There's not 4 invites. There's only 4 invites being given away this weekend total. 3 of them for the main tournament, 1 for this side event.
Oh, that's really cool.
They pulled
top 3. Yeah. Gotcha. That's actually really cool. What did we end up getting for the result of that?
Not sure, but we're moving on to Keo. Looks like just barely range 3.
But does it have bullseye? Because Keo does have crack shot, and this one could use crack shot here. If it's lined up.
I think Ryan's deciding on what weapon he wants to use. He's got a target lock out there.
That's not his target lock, though.
You're right. You're right.
Keo's. Yeah.
Keo is blue.
If Keo had the target lock out there, I think, yeah, go for that concussion missile you got there. For sure. Ooh.
Double focus. Spends the force for 1. Might as well.
Yeah. Does have the child. There you go. Spends a child force.
And that was into Bosk.
That was into Bosk.
To be clear.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we have a range 0 attack from Manaru into Tycho.
Nothing.
Shrugs it off. Get out of here. I'm an
Easy.
A-wing. Get out of here. Meow. Meow. Yeah. This buzzy little A-wing is about to get buzzed by this Bosk, though.
Evade, blank, and a focus here on defense. That's going to be 1 damage.
Okay, is that from... I think that was on
that was
Tycho. Shields down on Tycho.
Could have been much worse.
Yeah, did we see the shot from Bosk yet?
So we're going into, this will be round 4.
This will be going into round 4. Another 2 points for the Scum faction here, led by Joe Churchman, and 1 point for Ryan Farmer for those objectives. Keo, notably, has a non-recurring force.
How do you get that force back, James?
How do you get it back? Indeed. You have to do a side slip maneuver, and you increase the difficulty of that side slip. So if your 2 hard blues become 2 hard white side slips. Interestingly, though, you get a choice. When it's your turn to move, you can say, I want to do that 2 bank to the right, or I want to do that 2 side slip to the right.
You don't have to make that call until it's time to move.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And it even gets even more complicated when it's vectored cannons.
Because you could end up like trying to find targets with the back.
Yeah. But when you side slip, if you do vectored cannons that round, you'll be stressed. And that is no longer a blue maneuver. It's a white maneuver. So you won't be able to get your action normally.
Oh, okay.
But you get that force back. Which means that you're most likely going to spend it again. And then you can just side slip forever.
I mean, that seems to be the play, right? Is you have this this pilot that you can consistently, if you give yourself enough space, have
a circle.
Yeah, have the ability to just go ahead and continuously have that single modifier there.
Yeah. Pretty cool though. And if you don't end up stretching yourself at all, then you can just side slip with the 2 bank or the 2 hard continuously for free. Whee! But the problem that I've run into when using Kyo in my testing so far, and that being said, is very limited testing. But the problem that I've run into is that I can't ever spend my force.
Just go spend the force, man.
I know. I never give the opportunity to spend the force. Like I'll end up like rolling all hits, which is the worst problem to have, right? All right, we'll see if Jack rolls the Jack takes a damage from he cannot hold it. Boom. All right, Jack taking that shield.
Now versus Joe's squad, these thicker ships, it's gonna, you know, where Jack Porkins' ability may end up being a good 1-for-1 swap is Jack Porkins' trade for Kanan. If you can get Kanan down to 1 hull and you just have Jack blow up to be able to get a single health off of Kanan and take it off the board, that right there, that could be huge.
That would be really big because it turns out Kanan, you cannot spend a force to prevent me from killing myself.
No. Spend the force and say no? That's not how that one works.
You can spend it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you from spending it. But you can't stop me from doing my thing either.
That's right.
Turn the chat off?
Say it again?
Turn the chat off?
I need to stand up.
Okay.
So I just to do that. We'll see how our people are doing.
All right. Looks like we did see Kanan do a 2 or 3 straight there. And focus. Focus rotate looks like.
Now we'll see what this what the maneuvering here looks for Joe. He's kind of caught up there in the corner. All his ships.
Oh wow! Looks like this Manru was able to get a turn in there somehow.
What?
I don't know how you fit that turn, but is in the thick of it
with perseverance.
Perseverance and composure.
There's a slip.
And is able to get a, looks like a rotate with Manru, which is dangerous. You never want to rotate with your punishing one because you'll likely never get an opportunity to rotate back.
Oh, man. But he gets a turn to the left, though. He's in a spot to turn to the left.
He is, but it's so dangerous. All right, probably see a 2 bank here from
2 bank and claim.
2 bank claim, exactly. He didn't even pick up his template before he turned that one over.
Very nice.
Does have to roll for wounded pilot in the box. Oh, takes a stress. Oh no!
you saw the like. It doesn't really matter.
I'd love to be stressed. That's my name. Is Strezra, right?
Well, that technically refers to the Sheathipede destroyer of worlds.
I don't even know what the Sheathipede is. The same ability?
No, it was a different ability.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know. It's been so long. I just erase all those bad memories.
All right, we got some choo-choo trains. Can we see those trains in the chat? We're not going anywhere.
No, not going anywhere. The bump is caused by the rebels, so it's going to be. He will have the opportunity to take the stress focus.
So even though this is sometimes misconstrued rule here, even though bots end up bumping, which is not a real term, ends up touching at the end of the maneuver, Manaru, because he had to move it back. The final position would have only landed him on enemy ships.
Correct.
Which means that's the only thing that matters, which means that he does have the opportunity to get his focus and also does not have to suffer the roll for damage.
Oh, this is going to be a tight maneuver here around this gas cloud.
Oh,
looks clean.
My goodness.
Looks clean.
Get out of here, Ryan.
Well, here.
What weapon does that guy have?
What's that again?
So what weapon does that guy have?
Advanced proton torpedoes.
Yeah, I think you switch that lock over to Bosk. That's just my opinion.
I mean, it's an opportunity for sure. Well, because there's the greediness, right? It's like, but it would have been 5. He did put the lock out there.
The lock's already on.
Oh yeah, it's currently on.
It's on Kanan currently.
Right.
Oh, takes a focus.
So this is what this might be. This might be. I mean, because you're still getting a range 1 shot, right? Which will end up being 3 dice against Bosk, and that's still good. Like 3 dice is great.
Yeah. Could be 5.
It would have only been 4 because Kanan would have been like, nah, fam.
Okay, we see.
If I'm Dirge, I think I might try to reach for that objective token to flip it. I think he's got it. I think he's got the range.
That's what you're gonna go for. You're not gonna go for this boost here.
No.
To get a shot into.
I'll take a guaranteed point. Thank you.
But you can get almost guaranteed 3 points. Choose violins.
Nope. So MD McClure says, honestly, when people are that close to obstacles, they should have to place both the template and ship directly from above. No sliding. There is no rule in X-Wing for that. And my argument, not my argument, but it's like currently the wiggle room, right? That's what they're referring to. It's like you shouldn't be able to use a wiggle room. I understand how you feel. There is a mechanism to actually force you to line up the nubs right at the hash marks. Like there is mechanism for it, but it's not currently used when moving for maneuvers.
Yeah, and it's not currently enforced for maneuvers.
Yeah,
except for side maneuvers.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. Side slips.
And I guess technically talon rolls.
Right.
Anything that you don't put into the nubs, you don't have to use the hash marks for. All right.
But I mean that wiggle room that's been used since the day one of people realizing, oh, I have a little extra room here.
Turns out you do. But the maneuver template is like let's say an inch and an inch wide, and the nubs are like an inch and a little bit, and a little bit can make a difference.
James, the outroar when I made the wiggle room video and I showed how ridiculous it could be, the very first one, it was the predecessor to Quick Tips. It was really the first Quick Tips video before we called it that. People being like, what? You can do what? Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up, go to Gold Squadron YouTube and type wiggle room. I would not suggest Googling wiggle room. You might get something different. But on YouTube, Gold Squadron, say search on, please. Okay.
I need to have Will create a video of you just wiggling.
All right, let's get into it here.
All right, it looks like Dirge did do that boost focus.
All right, so that means that he's giving Ryan a 3-0 turn. Because Ryan did end up claiming that that objective with Tycho.
He's got to make it count. He's got to make it count. All right. Ryan has first shot here. Only one hit, looks like. One evade. I think that was coming from Luke, most likely. Looks like Manaru into Luke. Only, oh, okay. I think only one guy. One hit. And spin to force.
Should be fine.
Get out of here. Luke has
I'm Luke Skywalker, baby. The ultimate plot armor.
All right. Here is the decision. Do you go into, because I think Kanan is now out of force. So you going, okay, going into Kanan with Jack. Spin the lot. Give me that. Thank you. Reroll that die for another hit.
Hit, crit.
Oh, boy. Come on, Kanan. Can he hold it? Spin to focus only takes a crit. Oh, this could be an important crit.
He's down to 2, though. He's getting into the Jack zone. 1 away from the Jack zone. Ryan will do it, man.
Damaged engine. No more turns for you, Kanan. You better be careful. Spins or takes a stress to recover that force again with the Maul crew ability. Oh, thanks. Yeah. That eyeball is staring at me.
All right, 2 hits coming in here from Joe.
Oh
2 for 2.
Get out of here. These rebels are just evading everything here today. All right.
It's just like the movies. They were just meant to win.
It looks like we may have R5P8 here. Missed against Tycho.
1 for 1.
Gets the evade. Tycho safe.
Tycho getting out of this jam here would be massive.
A Boscalypse.
Yeah. Exactly. It would be massive because he came in, he delivered some damage, and is leaving, and all of those scum ships converging there at the top of the board. Pretty huge.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Ezra using his ability.
Uses the ability to
3
change.
hits and 2 evades. Still going to do a damage.
Does damage. Dirge cannot use his ability here because he still.
They shielded, right?
He did not have more uncanceled hits than he has active shields.
Got it.
That's step 1. We'll get to step 2 or 3 and like 5 later.
Right.
Okay, it looks like we have Keo here.
Hit focus?
Hit focus. No focus left out there. But does... Oh, this was a concussion missile. And that Kanan turned down. Kanan spin a force to reduce it. Keo only
decides to hold on to the target lock?
Lock, yeah. Wait till Kanan's out of this fight till you start spinning your locks, I guess. Man, having to work around this Kanan is so frustrating. It really turns target priority on its head a little bit of, okay, who do I shoot to make Kanan spend?
Here's a question. Can you make a competitive list in Scum without Kanan? I mean, obviously you can make a list, insert person. I'm sure there's going to be some sarcastic person like, of course you can make a list without Kanan. I'm asking a list that can compete.
Well, today we did mention it earlier briefly. 71% of Scum list at today's event, day 1 of LVO, had Kanan Jarrus in it. So almost 3/4 of the list. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like that before, but unfortunately, what we have seen before is losing out on all of these objectives. Ryan claimed all 3 of them this turn and is going to be taking 3 points to take the lead, 5-4 at the end of round 4. Wow, big swing there for objectives, going from 2-1, 2-1, and then 3-0.
So that means right now we're at 5-4. And Dirge in the mix would have the opportunity to hit the center button, flip the center. But of course the question is, you're gonna be facing off against what could end up being 3 ships.
Luke, Tycho. I mean, never count out Jek with the 3 Talons.
That's true.
And maybe even Ezra if he's sneaky enough. Wow.
I like being sneaky.
You like sneak?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with Keo being no force here, we may see another 2 hard or 2 bank side slip to recover that force. Otherwise, it's going to go into the next round without any force. But I think a 2 hard side slip towards the left side of the board would be pretty great to set up a fast maneuver for next turn if needed.
Yeah. So we'll be live tomorrow with the second Swiss day of LVO. And of course, we'll be live Sunday with the top cut. We'll have either a top 8 or a top 16. Looking at our numbers, will be a good time. Looking forward to it.
Any bold predictions?
Bold predictions. Man, I have been so removed due to child rearing. My bold prediction. Let's see. My bold prediction. Let's look at some stats here.
Yeah. So, real quick,
Empire will not win the event. How about that?
That's a bold prediction.
And why is that a bold prediction, James?
Because today, just today alone, 30% of our list today have been Empire. Wow. Almost a third of the list. Third of the people here today brought an Empire list. The next closest is Scum and Republic, each with 7. Then Rebels at 5, FO at 4, CIS at 4, and Resistance at 3. So Empire almost brought more lists than the next 2 highest. That's crazy.
That's a fun number.
So pretty insane there. And we can even dive a little bit more into that info. Looking at squad sizes, it looks like the most common is 5. With the next common at 4, a couple at 6, and just a few at 3. All right.
Is it a graduated cut? I don't remember how they're doing the exact.
Sure. We'll definitely get that info for you, though.
I know it's in the here. Let me look it up. I have it here.
All right. Unfortunately, Ezra did not get a stress.
Man, no stress.
That calculate went down onto Keo. Man, K2SO so flexible in where you put that stress calculate, which is such an interesting, fun interaction with all these different pilots out there. All right, we see Kanan making that 1 bank maneuver because his turns are now difficult, and man, he's going to have a difficult time staying on the board here, being so close. Next up, we have Manaru also doing looks to be a 1 bank. Still has that arc to the left, which is usually not advised for these punishing 1 jump masters, but sometimes you got to do it to get shots. Doesn't look to have front arc on anybody at the moment, so may have to keep that arc on the side and spin the action for the objective, to flip that objective. Pretty smart maneuver there. Being behind on objectives is how games spiral out of control very quickly.
We are doing a top 8.
Top 8.
Top 8 each day.
So
top 8 from today and top 8 from tomorrow will make a top 16.
Joe. Yeah.
What happened?
He spent Manaru's action to claim the objective, and Jack was like, no.
Mine.
Took it right back.
Yeah, the Scramble 3-0, man. When somebody has that, they want to keep it. Wait a second. That's a big advantage.
Yeah. I get to destroy a 3-point ship every turn.
I had never thought of it that way, James.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, you kill a TIE fighter every turn.
For free.
Oh, for a good TIE fighter.
A good TIE fighter, yeah.
All right, Tycho doing Tycho things here. Does
one hard
and probably a barrel roll boost and get a focus from Composure, or it could just focus boost. I don't care. Whatever.
Whichever way you want to do it.
Whatever. You end up with 2 stress or 1 stress.
No, there's not 8 rounds. There's 5 rounds and a top 8.
Yeah, so day 1 is today, 5 rounds.
Yep.
Day 2 is tomorrow, also 5 rounds. And the top cut is an 8-person top cut that'd be 4 rounds. Or actually, 8 through 8, 4, 1, 2.
How many people did we start with today?
43, I think.
Can you double check?
Yeah, I can. Let's take a look. We started with 43 today.
43.
Nailed it.
Good job, James Memory. Yeah, that actually it gives, assuming without anything super weird happening, that gives a perfect top 8 and a graduated cut at the same time.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so there'll be 2 undefeateds and 6 X and 1s.
So at the end of 5 rounds, there's going to be 2 undefeateds and 6.
Yeah, so you'll have your 8. So what I'm saying is that there won't be any X and 2s that get in.
Okay, yeah, but there will be 4 and 1s that don't get in.
No. Top 8 from each day. Top 8 from each day. Sorry, maybe I missed a word or two.
Yeah,
I thought it, but didn't say it.
Top 8 from each day will get in to the top cut on a Sunday. So we'll have the top 16 on Sunday, which will be 4 rounds.
All right, here we go. We're going to start measuring. There was a judge call here. I think this is checking to see if Manaru is in Kanan's arc.
Ooh, that is kind of important. What's Manaru at right now? We're showing still has all a hole and a shield.
And it looks like he's not. So this is going to be full damage shot in the Manaru. Hit, crit. And it's a stun pilot.
Oh, looks like we may have lost a shield somewhere on Manaru. Stun pilot. Is he head towards any rocks? Not at the moment, thankfully.
Not yet.
Oh, Kanan was in arc because that was Luke's shot.
Spinning the target lock and double focus again.
You always take the wrong token, don't you? Always take a focus when you should, or you take a lock, and always take a lock when you should take a focus. The dice will laugh at you. What's up? No, I think that's for the staff, I think. Thank you.
Hit, focus, blank.
Who told him it was my birthday?
Huh? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Next attack coming in here from Farmer.
4 dice. Not a great roll, though.
Not a great roll on defense either. Still takes a damage. So Manaru down to 2 hull.
Good goodness. Looks like we'll make it out of this round, though. Okay, here we come, Bosk. Only 1 hit and safe.
Evade, easy dodge. That's massive. Bosk, who usually is known for just crazy offensive output, has done nothing offensively this game.
That is correct. Unfortunately, the one big hit that Bosk would have gotten, the Tycho was able to squeeze by and not take any damage, which means that there was no uncanceled crit to be dealt. And Manaru down to 1 hull.
Hey, quick shout out here to Hexiled Gaming, our brother in streaming. Raid party over here.
28?
Thank you, friends. Welcome.
Oh. And it looks like Manaru will live with only 1 health. Wow, what a round for the Rebels. Able to pump a ton of damage into Manaru. I think that's going to be everything.
Yeah, he doesn't have any more shots, I don't believe.
I thought maybe we had one from Keo. I don't know if Keo has gone yet. We're still at that initiative 3. This looks like Ezra, range 2, into Luke. What did I say? Kanan, right? Kanan, range 2, into Luke.
Yeah.
He is safe.
Spends the force, easy.
Luke loves to take these low attack dice shots because he could take 2 attack dice shots all day. Yeah, unlimited force when that happens. So doesn't mind at all. No dice, no luck there from Joe on Manaru's attack, and that's going to be 2-1 in favor of the Rebels for this round, which is going to slowly increase the lead here for Ryan. 7-5.
Yeah, so DJ Moo asked, when can Keo do a side slip?
Only when Keo has no force, when Keo is going to do the maneuver. I believe the exact wording is when Keo would do a maneuver. If you don't have any force, you may perform that maneuver as a side slip, as long as it's a bank or turn maneuver. I'll pull it up to be sure. If you have no active force, after you reveal a bank or a turn maneuver, you may increase the difficulty of that maneuver. If you do, perform that maneuver as a side slip and recover a force. So only able to do side slip if you have no force. If you have a force, you cannot do a side slip. But keep in mind, Keo does not recover a force during the status.
Yeah, they're non-recurring charges, correct.
So very much like the child does not recover a force when oh, is it taking? Yeah. Does not recover a force at the end of the round.
Right. So get ready for the ABT on Kanan next round. Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
It's a-coming. Jack has been tracking this Kanan through the stars, through the asteroid field.
Yeah, that's right.
Coming for that APT. And I think we are setting dials to go into round 7?
7? That sounds about right.
My goodness.
They're getting into it. Score right now of 5-7. We did see Dirge go ahead and claim that center objective in order to avoid another 3-0 turn. Yeah. We said it was important, and it was.
Yeah, that 3-0 turn flipped the table here for Ryan. and was able to come back real quick and actually take a small lead here. But that small lead can snowball before you know it and really put you out front.
Now Jack is very much healthy, so we're out of the danger zone. I don't think we actually see Jack do his sublight engine.
Let me dream.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I thought it was turn 6. I might have been a little bit overzealous there. Thanks.
Wow.
1, 1, 3, 2. Yeah.
Thank you. Honestly, I believe that when it comes to the turn counter, I think the chat would be the most on top of it. more than anybody else. More than the players at the table, more than the casters, people who are just focused on the stream.
Yeah, because we're looking at what you guys are saying. We're looking at all this amazing stuff that's happening right in front of us. We're actually on the stage.
On the stage.
On the stage.
Feels very fancy.
The only ones up here, honestly, so we have the best view of everyone else in the tournament hall today. We have Armada players. We have Legion. We have all kinds of variations of War Machine, A Song of Ice and Fire, Warhammer. Everyone out here having a great time at Las Vegas Open 2023.
That's right.
And there's just one tournament hall. There's like 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, this for anybody who's not familiar with LVO, LVO has a massive, I believe it is War Machine. It is a massive War Machine tournament.
Yeah.
Like it's I heard somebody say the biggest, but I don't know how true that is. I know it's pretty big.
Yeah, I know there's also one.
It's a big deal, at least for in the War Machine community.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I know that one of the ones in England, the name escapes me, the tournament name escapes me, but that one also is a huge event for Warhammer. Did we see the Wounded roll?
It's only on an action.
I think he claimed, which is technically an action.
It did. MD McClure said, just watch the Wiggle video. I'm never hitting an obstacle unintentionally again. There it is.
I mean,
another convert. We got another one.
I mean, if you set yourself up in front of the obstacle, I know Wiggle Room is going to get you out of that one. But yeah, I feel you. I feel like you should have to like walk over do the maneuver all the way through. Like you can't. Like, you have to move your ship along the template to see if you would hit anything.
Oh. And, like, the width of the square?
Yeah.
Nah. It's too complicated to check. That's the only reason why it's not. Yeah. I would say, thematically, that's not necessarily true because the ship can go like this. Go sideways.
Playing 2D.
No. No, you can't have it. My theme. You can't take away my theme.
My theme. Yeah. Once we're playing 3D, then we can start to play some... Oh, no! Here we see a 4K from Jack Porkins, the Porkmeister himself.
This is Ryan checking for Wounded Pilot as I was about to holler it out to him. Maybe?
We caught it.
Question mark?
Did he take a stress, though? Looks like he did not.
Did not. Something else.
Oh, there we caught it. No Wounded Pilot. Is it on a crit? It is on a crit. Okay.
Yep.
There we got it. Did Porkins end up taking on another shield? I don't believe so. Still at 4 and 1. Okay. Looks like he did already. Okay.
Oh, he's going for the Talon roll. I think that roll was for the Porkins.
I think it was for the Porkins. No, that's not a Talon roll. This is a 3-turn to say.
3-turn side to side.
Hello, Dirge.
Dirge.
Just use the side-to-side method.
Yep.
For that maneuver there. As a note, if anyone has not seen it before, you can put if it's a small or large base, you can put the template on the side for a turn maneuver and use the hash marks, and it's almost a perfect replica. And
it's within the margin of error with all of your ham hands. Okay.
Yeah, because if you would have had to do it with the marking everything, you probably would have gotten it worse anyway.
Yep.
They're still doing the side to side on this one. Look at all these markings.
Keeping it tight, flying it right.
My problem is that I don't have enough hands. I don't got enough hands.
All these hands. Brandon, there's a book, the book series I'm reading right now. The hero has a shadow hands ability. He's got an extra set of hands that are made of shadows, but they're like they can move physical things. I'm like super jealous. I'm just like, because you could just put them away. Just like I don't need these hands right now.
You're about to catch these hands.
Yeah, it's great.
Very interesting. Jack in a great position to put Manru down here with a amazing 4K behind him.
Shout out to the Rocker Crocker, 47 months, 47 times has subscribed.
That is almost 4 years.
That is almost 4 years.
Libo, you missed it. We're talking about the Wiggle Room quick tips before quick tips existed.
That's right. I should just make exclamation point wiggle a thing. I think we need to.
I would love some exclamation point wiggle.
Yeah, it's labeled as a Flight Academy video. Use this space.
All right. Looks like Dirge ended up getting blocked by Luke here to prevent Dirge from capturing the objective back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop. Would you please stop taking my objective back? That would be cool.
Evade focus.
Looks like Dirge can spin the focus to avoid the damage, but it looks like ends up taking it to maybe help use that focus on offense.
Steven Spike says, hello, guys. How's it going, LVO? We're having a good time. Any update on Paint Wars Season 2? Here's your update. You want to know the sad truth? Over 80% of the footage from Season 2 got corrupted.
Corrupted?
Corrupted.
Oh.
Corrupted files. I paid 2 different services to try to fix said files. One of them got a couple of them back. We're planning on doing something for Worlds. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
I want to do something in person at Worlds as like a pre-show type of thing for Season 2 because they're amazing ships and we're going to be in person. Yeah. So I'm working on a plan. But yeah, Paint Wars Season 2 has been hit with a direct hit. Correct.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go. Ryan.
Tycho goes down.
Tycho goes down after blanking out.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is gonna put
Pop 9-7. Joe ahead.
Oh my goodness. But if nothing else happens in this whole round, I think Ryan still might take it with the 3 objectives he currently holds. Oh, actually, Manaru grabbed the top one. When did that happen?
Manaru did grab the top one.
What happened?
You got to kill Manaru. One hole.
What did that happen? Well, doesn't matter.
There you go. Manaru does end up going down there with that shot. That's massive.
Doesn't matter how many double evades you roll, Manaru. 3 hits will still push through 1 damage. Oh, Contraband stop claim. That is spicy. That actually does work because the Contraband action is during your perform action step. All right, looks like this time on the round here, but we got to finish this one out. What is going on? We got 1 shield popped off on to Bosk. First damage on Bosk.
He hasn't done any damage. He also hasn't received any damage.
Oh, Bosk just did not get to play this game.
Nope.
And there's the handshake. Wow. What a game. At the end of that round, it'll be
+2 for Ryan
to
+1. There it is, 14-10. Ryan Farmer takes it in this 3rd round of the Las Vegas Open. Good play by Joe. Congratulations to Ryan. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.